Blessings, welcome. Thank you for joining me for another monthly energetic update. It feels like I'm completely stepping into a new energetic territory because for the past 3 weeks I have been in a yoga teacher training, which is an interesting experience because I took this yoga teacher training without the intention of wanting to be a yoga teacher. More so, the energetic resonance of my teacher and this school and this lineage was really drawing me towards it. And I had so much resistance because my logical mind would not understand why this is something that I would do if I didn't want to be a yoga teacher. And so I knew that deep down on a soul level there was something in it for me, and I knew what it was. I had glimpses of it and messages, downloads about it, and I'm so glad that I followed this calling because it's beyond words. I can't fully describe this experience as of now because it's not just a yoga teacher training. It's so much more than that. The energetic transmissions coming through my teacher and the teachers in the school, the energetic transmission coming through the lineage. On a surface level, it is a yoga teacher training, but on a deep level, it is such a sacred remembrance. There's so much that I'm still energetically processing and integrating, and I will do a video on this, but at this point it definitely feels like I just recalibrated to something, and I can't quite yet put words into it, but soon I know, soon I will, and have already been receiving more messages, and yeah, it's been revealing itself to me. So anyway, today's video is September's energetic reading. And first of all, if you're watching this video or this kind of videos for the first time, in these energetic readings, even though it's named as a certain month and in a certain year, what is important to note is that energy transcends time and space. And time is actually something that's man-made. Time doesn't exist. And space, we're living in it's a hologram. And this is again another topic that I can expand on, but really time and space is actually non-existent. And especially when we tap into the quantum field and it's the supreme consciousness of just nothingness. It is nothingness, but yet everything at the same time. When we tap into that space and when people channel from that space, time and space doesn't exist at all. And when you're receiving this transmission is exactly when you're a vibrational match for it. Meaning that the frequency that you are vibrating at this moment is a match to the information that's coming through this energetic transmission. So don't worry about, oh, this video is a couple of months ago, this video is not going to be relevant, or this transmission took place 2 years ago and I'm now only landing on this video, but it's 2 years is a long time and it's not going to be relevant. Like, no, time is an illusion. And just really try to let the mind just sit aside for a second and open your heart and your mind up to receiving whatever is coming through today as I'm recording this. Because this video has found you and you have found this video, and it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. There is something in here for you, so just relax and receive and enjoy, and yeah, that's it. Been tapping into the energetic streams of September. Nukuroi mai nete kai shite mai shite kai mai nai shite kai mai nai shite kai rai mai nai shite ku ukwai nai sha. Calling in the highest vibrational templates of truth, of love, of light. Calling in the highest vibrational templates of truth, love, and light. Calling in the highest vibrational templates of truth, love, and light. Muruwa itero kuai na ishi kuruku sutu ku ushu umuai shite. Calling in the highest frequencies of our galactic council, angelic council, warriors of light, dragons, to create a protective shield around each of us individually and as a collective. Nutu kuru umu shera iseturu ku uruai mai shera utu kuruai mai shera keraisha. A big transition, a big transition in your life is happening at this point. Nutu kuruai mai shete kutu kuruai mai shete kutu kuruai mai she. The message that's coming through for you is to trust that this process is aligning you to your purpose, your dharma, your dharmic path, this path that you have chosen, this path that is exactly why you chose to come into a physical body. Makara ene shete ku umuai shete kara ene shete kuai shete. Your higher self, your guides, your oversoul, whatever you want to call it, God, the supreme consciousness, the one, the creator, wants to let you know that when you decided to come into this physical body, there was actually no need for you to come in. However, you volunteered to do so. You saw the state that the world is going into. You saw the suffering. You saw the darkness. You saw the fight for power, the manipulation of power, the abuse of power. You saw everything playing out in front of you. And you made the decision that you want to create a change in the times of darkness. When you're receiving this, there is no coincidence. It is precisely finding you at this moment. Everything is two-way. As you are sending signals out into the universe to understand who you are and why you came here. Your oversoul, God, the creator, the universe, is also reaching out to you to share that information with you. And this is divine design, divine orchestration, divine occurrence. There is no coincidence at all. And so whatever you're going through right now is a major purge in your life. For so long, you have been living life in the way you thought you needed to, in the way society, your family, your friends, the education system is projecting onto you. But this is not you. This is not the divine blueprint of you. And so with this transmission, relax and ease into it as you receive this light language transmission to recalibrate you back to your divine blueprint. And remember, what is it that you came here to do? Shukumuai shiteru kuruai shiteru ku shutu kuruai seruku shutu kuruai seruku malai setu kuai mai malai setu kuruai mai malai setu kuruai mai malai setu kuruai mai ma e sutu kuru u shutu kuru u sutu umu uku wa etena e shuku tu kutu 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 ma e shete kara 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 e ra kara 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 ma e setu kuwa e sheta Nera akara kara kara me ai usu itena e shete ku umu ku kumu uku kumu ue rai 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 ne te kua e shetera e sete kara e mai shutu kunu ukua e shetena e sete kukua na takara ke shete kukua e sha unlocking makara e sete ku umu kua e sete kuku mai sete core memories shuku kutuku umai sete shuku kuku umu kua e sete igniting your remembrance. Mara kitenu shutu kuru aisha. Mara isete kuru mu ushu. Mara isetu kuru uma isete ku 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 shutu ukua ene shete ku shutu ku ua isete. Recalibrating your spine. Mara kiri 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 kiri. The spine that is the pillar of light. Makara isaita. Sit up straight. Mukuru umu shutu ku ene te kutu kuru kua esete kuru kuku kuku kuma esete kere recalibrating, readjusting. Mara kere kenu ukua esete kuru kua kenene ma esete uma esete uma esete uma esete shu 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 ma ese shu 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 ma ese shu 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 ma ete kera shu shu flushing kurua ete kera esete kuku shu 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 ma esete kara e nana na tuku shu 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 mera eshe shu Uruai mai shete, 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 kara eseta, kara eseta, kara eseta, kara eseta. Recalibration complete. No kuru umai sete. You didn't come here to turn your back against your dharmic path. No. This is not even available for you. As in, the choice to not walk your dharmic path is not available for you at all, because you came in with such a divine and strong will and determination that you will remember. Despite all that you have forgotten, you will remember. And when you remember, nothing is going to stop you. How to remember, you might ask? Well, all you have to do is to keep following the nudges, the calls of your soul. This is the song of your soul. There's so much going on in the outside world that is distracting you, that is drowning out the song of your soul, because the song is like a whisper. It is so gentle. It is you. And you're made to believe, not to believe in yourself. Therefore, you shove this voice aside over and over and over again. But now is not the time. You know deep within you that there is something else, there's something more, there's something deeper in life. So keep following where it's leading you, where it's guiding you towards. It might be a place, it might be a person, it might be a session, it might be a training, it might be a video, it might be a song, it might be a book. It might be going to a specific cafe, and in there you'll meet someone. Keep following. Keep following. And have so much trust and faith in it. This relationship, this bond needs to be forged again, because we have so badly severed this bond with our oversoul, with our highest self, with God, with the universe, with the divine, with the creator, with source, with the one that is all. We have so badly severed this connection in the illusion of separation. Separation is also an illusion. Surprise, surprise. Separation is an illusion. Everything is energy. And everything is within. You are the universe. This sentence that's so widely thrown around, don't take it lightly, because this is true. You are the universe. Open your heart up. Open your heart up. Open your heart up. And you will see that inside is the entire galaxy, is the entire universe, is the entire cosmos pulsating in your heart. In your entire being. You are a being of light. You are God. You are all the gods and goddesses. You are all the priests and priestesses. You are all the teachers, the gurus. You are all the ascended masters, the angels, the light beings. We are all of it, and it is all of us. When you tune into this space, this heart space, nukuru mai shete ku ushu, and as you're receiving this energetic transmission that is far beyond just the words coming out, tune into your heart space right now and feel into this magnetism, this field, the pulsation of it in your heart. Not your heartbeat, the pulsation of energy, of life force, prana, chi. Feel it in your third eye as well. Feel it pulsing. Feel it in your navel center. Feel it in your sacral. Feel it all around you. Pulsing. In this divine creation, manifestation of energy. When you truly understand and connect to this part of you that really, 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 really feel and understand that you are not separate from what you're trying to connect with. This is the opening. This is the truth, that you are not separate. Life in this dense plane has taught us so, that we are separate individuals, But all of this is just a divine expression of life, of creation. You are a divinely created being, uniquely you, at the same time not separate from others. But yes, in this human body, in this plane, there is duality. There is the illusion of separation. This message is not telling you to forget about your identity, to forget about everything that you are, to forget about all your goals, all your dreams, but rather it is guiding you back to what truly is, and to recalibrate you to what is, so that moving forward, you understand that yes, while separation is an illusion, hey, you're here in a human body and you are indeed separate from each individual in the physical flesh, the physical body. And each of you have divinely unique, different experiences, purpose. It is a dance between unity consciousness, non-duality, and duality. It is a sacred dance. And it is a skill to master. To be in the polarized world that we are. To be in the illusion of separation, yet always remembering that separation is an illusion. And operating, tapping into, accessing that place of oneness, transcending the challenges, the tests, the limitations, and knowing that it is more than what it seems to be. Shuru kuai maire te tukutu umuai she kara e seru kutu kuru ai kara e seru tukuru kuai rara e se tukuru kuai mai shere kai shutuku shutuku shumai seta kashash. My sheta shaka shash. Keep following the breadcrumbs. It is not about the destination, but rather the journey, which is what life is all about. It's not about getting somewhere. Stop looking to reach a certain point, and then you will do something. Stop running towards a destination and living in the future, because the present moment is only what is. Always come back to the present. Take a deep breath in and smell what you're smelling. Be more sensitive to it. Hear, listen. What do you hear? The noise that's closest to you. And then slowly expand your awareness to what's beyond it. Maybe a meter away, 2 meters, 3 meters. What is the furthest sound that you can hear? And then come back. What do you feel in your body? Everything resides in the present moment. So stop taking yourself out of it and living in the future. Because the future and the past does not exist. It is now. There is only now. Marai karai setu kumu ushutu kunu wai sete kara esete kara kere kara mashata kara isa. Transmission complete. So I also pulled this card after the transmission, and this is the mandala of the moon. And this deck is the Earth Warriors Oracle, in case you want to have your hands on it. Really, what spoke to me when I pulled this card is the moon, the phases of the moon, if you can see it. And it is telling us that, you know, we need to honor the cycle of the moon, of life, of time. And it relates very directly to the transmission that you just received, because the first thing that came through, as I'm remembering now, is the word transition. That you're moving through a big transition. And the message here is about honoring where you're at. Because when you're in a big transition, of course, life is going to feel different. Life is going to look different. You might not be able to do the same things that you normally would have done. Routines might fall away. And you know, we are not meant to and built to do the same things over and over again. Just look at nature. It goes through phases. It goes through a time to bloom. It goes through a time to shed. It goes through a time to hibernate. And it goes through a time to blossom. And you know, this world has taught us to, and really drilled us to, always show up the same way. If you're working in a corporate job, if you are working for a company or a brand or whatever it is, that does not honor the cycle of time, the cycle that as humans we move through, which is 99% of the businesses, they expect you to show up the same time, the same day, and the same way. And especially as women, you know, we go through the moon phase. We go through our cycles, and our hormones change, fluctuate. Our mood changes, our energy level changes, and we're not built to show up the same way with the same energy levels every single day. It's just not it. Even nature shows us that there is time to rest and there is a time to go. And really, what this card is transmitting is to trust the timing of your life, because things might get tough as you're moving through the transition, or it might already be very tough, and you might not yet see the bigger picture. So this is an invitation for you to really step away from the mind wanting you to continue your life a certain way, wanting you to show up a certain way because that's what people want you to do, that's what society expects of you. And instead, ask yourself what it is that you truly need right now. If it's rest, give yourself the rest. If it's play, give yourself the time to play. If it's sleep, give yourself time to take a nap. Honor the cycle of life, because we are made to change. We're not made to stay the same. We're made to grow. We're made to evolve. And there will be times where we will need to release everything, just like how the trees shed during autumn in preparation for winter. There will be times where we will be asked to release all that we've known, relationships, friendships, belief systems. And trust that all of this is happening not as a punishment, but it is happening as a recalibration, as a realignment, realigning you to your divine blueprint. This divine blueprint that has been pushed down to the back because of all the other templates that we've been taking on, that has been projected onto us. All the expectations from friends, family, society, teachers, parents, yourself even, based on what you see in the world. Let all of that go. Because you're made to live your unique life. You're not made to live some other person's life, to fulfill some other person's dreams, to fulfill some other person's expectations. No. You're here to lead your life. And so aligning yourself with your divine blueprint will bring you way further than taking on someone else's life, someone else's purpose. So yeah, that feels complete. And I'm also seeing, I think it's a lion or a tiger, a hummingbird. These sacred animals, the lion, the tiger, is really coming through to give you the courage, to give you the power, the willpower, the determination, the fearlessness to really power through what you're moving through right now, because a lot of you are going through massive purges, massive 180-degree shift in your life. I have as well, so I understand how that feels. And it's giving you, me, all of us the courage to be the witness, to witness all of it, to be in it, but yet at the same time come into the heart and transcend what it seems to be, the suffering. It's really not the suffering. There's a greater purpose behind everything that you go through in your life, even the bad ones. And I hope that you will see that as soon as possible. And then the hummingbird is, to me, it feels like it's there to, as a guide, that the hummingbird will always be there. It's a sign that you're on the right path. It's there flying above you, in front of you, around you, guiding you. And the hummingbird is a really special bird because not all birds can hover at a specific spot like the hummingbird. I can't remember what is the number, but I know that not all birds can flap its wings as many times in a second as the hummingbird can. And the message coming through is that you possess the tenacity and also a very high level, high caliber soul within you to move through a lot of these challenges really quickly. So some things that, you know, an average normal human being would take maybe years to process and move through, you would take perhaps 2 months. And you know, there will be people talking behind your back. There will be people saying that, oh, she doesn't treat this thing seriously, or he or you don't care enough. That's why you get over it so quickly. Don't listen to them, because you're made to. You're made to move through things really quickly because you are not the normal human being. You are a really highly advanced starseed. And as much as I hate putting labels on people, this is the truth. It is what it is. That there are souls that are average, that yes, they might have a purpose in life, but the purpose is not on a galactic level. Is not on, you get what I mean. That is why the message coming through in the transmission said that there is no way that you can turn your back against this path, because this concerns humanity's evolution. And you didn't just come here to slug your life away in an office. You didn't come here to just be and live your life unawakened. You didn't. Your soul specifically designed you to awaken at such a divine time to assist humanity's evolution. And we're moving through the darkness into the light. And this is a big shift in the cycle of time. We're moving into the light, and we need a lot of light right now because there is a lot of darkness, and it has been this way for thousands of years. And so when you awaken to your own light and you follow this and you really shine your light, you know, this affects the people around you energetically, and they start turning on their light as well. And that's how we all start to light up the world, and we shift into the age of light. So yes, I don't like putting labels on people. That is my resistance. But, you know, remembering what is coming through in the transmission is to accept that we live in duality and we live in the illusion of separation, and we do have separate bodies, right? Physically, in this 3D. That's not something that we can ignore. But it's about honoring it, acknowledging it, using it for its purpose, and always having it in our mind that, you know, life is beyond what we see, what we touch. It is beyond what we experience as well. There is so much more to it. And this usually is accessed during deep states of meditation and deep levels of samadhi. Even in that experience, it can be disorienting at the same time, because it's like tapping into this supreme oneness and then coming back to your physical body and just being so confused. How are you going to continue living your life? Knowing that this is an illusion and this seems like a dream, but this dream is your life. It can be very disorienting for people. So it's very important to be aware of both sides, and there is a purpose in accessing these two polar opposites, not just, you know, escaping from one and wanting to be in the other. That's not what we came here for. We came here to be in this body, to do what we need to do. So thank you so much for receiving this. There were two main things that was at the back of my mind that was coming through that I wanted to hold to the end of this video. When they mentioned recalibration, I immediately thought of the system recalibration series that I did, I think it was 2 months ago. It is a 4-part series, and I bring you through calibrations, activations to really recalibrate you back to your divine soul blueprint. Because, like mentioned in the transmission, there's just so many things that we took on in our lives since the day that we were born. We have been taking on things. Our divine soul blueprint, the frequency of it, is the purest. That second, the very second that we're being born into this physical body. And as we start to integrate into this human experience is when we start to learn the language, we start to learn emotions, we start to observe our parents doing certain things, and we make the links in our minds, and norms, conditioning, programming, belief systems. We start taking that on, and then we slowly forget our divine blueprint. But that is always there. It is always there, and it is exactly why we go through the great forgetting, is to remember this. It is to realign ourselves back to this blueprint that we created, our souls created before coming into the physical body. It's all part of this experience. It's all part of life. So everything is of divine design, truly. So that 4-part series is on my website. You can check that out if that is something that you're feeling called. The other one that's coming up is the Light Language Remembrance course. Course is not really the word that I want to use to describe it, because it's really a portal. And beyond light language, it is actually a sacred portal of remembrance. Again, there's a lot of very deep level, like soul initiations and recalibrations that happen in that sacred portal of remembrance. And light language is just a byproduct of your divine remembrance. It is not something to be forced upon. It is not something to learn like learning a new language. It is nothing like that. It is your divine remembrance. It is your soul song. And when you become more sensitive to energy, when you start to, as you go through the program, the course, which is a self-paced course, so everything is uploaded already. I am planning to perhaps do some live Q&As, but at this point it is all pre-recorded and uploaded on my website. So when you have access to it, you have access to it like everything, so you can move through it at your own pace. As you move through it, it's a really deep initiation of your soul, reprogramming a lot of the things that you have taken on, that people have been telling you, whether it's your family, whether it's life, whether it's society, whether it's school, whether it's your job, telling you how to show up, telling you how to live your life. Like, none of that anymore. We're not made to, as a carbon copy, we're not made to be that way. We're not robots. We're divine beings. So this whole container is a portal of remembrance, and your soul song is simply a byproduct of it. It is simply a byproduct of you being more sensitive to energy. It is simply a byproduct of you shedding all these walls that you have built on yourself, all these thick templates that you have taken on from school, from your childhood, from upbringing, and all these things that created such a thick, great wall of such a great wall. That illusion is so strong, the illusion of separation. And that is the purpose of this course, which is already available for you. So if you resonate with that, all of the information is on my website at thewhitewallsglobal.com. You can find the links in the description box. And I think that's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for sitting with me for almost an hour. I hope you receive what you needed to receive in this. I'm sending so much love to you, so much love, and I can't wait to be back to share my experience through this training. Much love.